Hey everyone, MLB The Show 26 here. Picked up the game on sale, started a new franchise, and I am working on sliders. So figured I'd do a weekend stream here just to say hi to everybody. Good to get back into the game here and play some franchise. I took the Nationals. I don't know why. They're bad. They're really bad. We're 0-3. We've scored 3 runs total so far. So we are on Legend difficulty. I don't have a slider set posted just yet. Still just kind of tinkering through it. But yeah, it's been tough. We lost. Just kind of show you that. Lost 10-1, and then 3-1, and then 4-1. We actually had leads in two, if not all three of these games at one point. But yeah, offense has been tough. We've been drawing lots of walks. We're getting guys on base. It's just like cashing in those runs have been really, really tough. Um, but I mean, this is a bad team. You can see the rankings there: 30th overall, power 30th. You can feel that very much so. The pitching has been tough. I have to really be situational. And overall, I'm liking the game so far. I'm pleasantly surprised. I've been critical of this game for a number of years now, but so far I'm having fun. I like some of the updates that I've seen. Again, there's room to grow as any game would have, but I think overall I've liked it quite a bit. And so we are heading into a series against the Phillies, second series of the season as I work to get caught up to real life. My goal, as always, even though we don't think there's going to be carryover saves ever again in this game, I like the slow burn of playing every single game. I find it relaxing. I don't care how many seasons I get into. I know there's like I just saw a post on Operation Sports where there's a really passionate group who are doing like a big like simulation series where like they've revamped the rosters and everything for longevity. Like that's really cool, but like it's just not something I really care about much because I don't expect to get into um, certainly not a third season. I don't even know if I get into a second season, and so I guess I keep rolling the dice in the hopes that maybe they'll bring back carryover saves and I'll luck out and I'll have a franchise ready to go. Or maybe it's just something I buy the game every other year, that kind of thing. Not exactly sure yet. So just watch my Pistons lose another weird game to the Magic. They're down in their playoff series. But yeah, figured we'd jump in and just take a look and just talk through the game, kind of talk through the experiences. The game plays really well out of the box, like the best I've ever felt. And that's on Legend difficulty. I know it's probably a little tougher than most people use. I think pitching's like locked in. It feels really, really good. Really got to throw outside of the zone if you want to have any sort of like realistic walk totals. What I like about Legend though is that it punishes you a lot if you're too much in the zone. You can't just be ripping through games, just throwing strike after strike after strike. They're going to hit you. That's what I saw in that 10-1 win. I reflected on that and said I have to change the way I'm pitching here. And again, it's worked out where we've given up three and then four. To a pretty tough Cubs team where Bregman, I mean, was just killing us that series. And so, the team itself, just to kind of show you like what we're looking at as far as like when we see this game, like, I mean, you can see there's James Wood is a really nice player for us. He had a really rough third game, but hit a home run on his first at bat of the year. I think it's our only home run of the season so far as a team. There's just not a whole lot here. I mean, yeah, it's wild, and like you don't even see like top prospects in this lineup, so there's a lot of work to be done. Um, the pitching has been very very situational. We're pitching a 69 overall starting pitcher in Game 4, Foster Griffin, who, interestingly enough, was the starting pitcher at the Tokyo Giants game that I was able to go to in I guess June when we were over on our trip to Japan, and so kind of cool to see him that he has signed with the Nationals here, and he'll be our starter. And again, I mean, this is what you're looking at, guys. He strikes out lefties pretty well. Actually, gives up more hits to his counterparts there, the left-handed hitters. So, but that clutch factor can come into play there certainly when there's runners in scoring position. So, a guy who primarily throws a fastball and curveball. We'll look to honor that. So I love this new screen. I actually love that they show you the pitch usage. I think this is awesome. The pitch ratings, I think, is cool. We're starting to see more alignment with out of the park baseball, which I think is really really good for this game. And I think the only weird thing is like I've seen a lot of pitchers where like his best pitch is the sinker, 68 rating, but he like never throws it. I mean, why would a pitcher do that in real life? Like if it's like, yeah, I've developed this sinker, it's my best pitch, it's really really working well for me. I'm just not going to throw it. That's weird to me. So I don't really know. I've seen that with quite a few pitchers. We're facing the Phillies. It's gonna be Andrew Painter. He's 22-year-old pitcher here, former first-round pick, and he's a guy who's got a really nice fastball. It's actually gonna help me out. I've been playing a lot of Super Mega Baseball 4. That game speeds up your swing speeds a lot. So like I was struggling against Matthew Boyd and his 91 mile an hour fastball, and his whatever it was 60 mile an hour curveball it felt like. And so we're going to see a pretty solid mix here of things. But he throws a fastball 96. He also has an outlier quirk, so they're going to come in pretty quick. He'll throw a sweeper and a slider that are pretty slow, 84 to 85 miles an hour there, mixed in with a curveball that's even slower. So this guy is kind of like feast or famine. It's either it's going to come in fast or it's going to come in really, really slow. So that's something we'll just try to work through. Again, scoring runs has been tough. Scoring runs when I'm streaming is tough too. So like this will be a challenge for me for sure. So I do have the chat up. I'll keep an eye on things as we go. I can already see Chris is here. Hey Chris, he says, "Hey Mike, I decided to use your Tigers for my franchise." Nice. Yeah, that's a fun team. I mean, of course I always consider using the Tigers, but then like I always kind of feel dirty like picking my own team. I don't even remember. I think I actually asked ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, help me pick a team here. Who's a team that like I'm not saying like the whole like weird like oh they fired their GM on opening day. Like no team's gonna do that. But like what team would maybe insert a team or something like that? And it came down to the Nationals and I think it was the Rockies. And I actually really wanted to take the Rockies because I love their stadium. I think their uniforms are kind of fun. But as far as like creating a slider set, I was really worried about using a team in Coors Field, and like it was gonna just make creating the slider set a little tricky. So that's why I went ahead here and used the Nationals. I don't have a timetable on when the slider set would be ready. I do have a thread up on Operation Sports just to kind of like, hey, we're here. Let's just kind of see how it goes. And of course, there is still that calculator that I built. It's like a little app that can help you generate your own sliders. It's a little outdated because I made it probably like 3 or 4 years ago now. Um, but yeah, that's still there too. And if it's something people will use, we can always consider jumping that up. What I do love, like going through some fast sim tests, you don't have to mess with like starting stamina anymore. And I know they've pitched this as an update that they've made to the engine, but it's working really well. The sim engine, I know it's not perfect. Again, I know there's a team of folks with Operation Sports who are like they've revamped the roster, etc. But I don't even know if it's necessary. Like it's nothing I even gave thought about, and I'm also pretty particular. Also, this is a console game. Like this isn't out of the park baseball for me. I don't expect it to be patient. I just want to play baseball. At the end of the day, I mean, this isn't my life. So, um, but it's been fun. It has been challenging, and I think it will continue to be challenging here with Foster Griffin making his first start in MLB in a long time. I think he was over in Japan for a few years, so should be cool to see there. Um, we have had an off day recently, so I don't think there's anything crazy that we need to, I guess, be worrying about just yet. We have overcast skies. Um, let's see. Yep, all that stuff's fine. Foster Griffin, we saw bullpen mostly fully intact. And this early on, I mean, I know we've only scored one run, but like fixing the lineup isn't really something I'm worried about. You can see we're very, very top heavy with lefties, kind of going off something the Detroit Tigers do a lot, right? Of just like, hey, if we can get these lefties one more at bat against that righty starter, like batting order is just, I mean, statistically, it's always kind of been insignificant. It really doesn't matter what your batting order is, like over the course of 162. But there's a lot of data now that's supporting it. It does matter if you can get these, especially a guy who like really feasts on lefties, right? If you can get them that extra at bat, like this is why the Tigers were like starting with Kerry Carpenter in the leadoff spot. If you can get him one more at bat against a righty, that's huge. You also have weird situations like James Wood, who actually hits lefties better. And so, but yeah, he's been a good player. Don't mind him being up there still. He's almost like kind of a right-handed bat that can protect some of these guys here. So, but yeah, I mean, I think the biggest hole this team has in their lineup is first base. Like our first baseman's a 65 overall who has like hardly any power. Like what a waste. He's a good defender, which is nice, but like, I mean, he should be a backup infielder at this point, corner infielder. So something we're on the lookout for. There's really, trust me, I've looked through the org. I've organized my AAA team, my AA team. Like there's the cupboards are very, very bare with this team. And so for us, it's just about very, very patient at bats. I'm going to back out real quick and show you. And we've been doing a good job of that. If we look at team rankings for, like, say, just based on balls, we're doing okay. So, like, we're 5th in the league right now through 3 games. We've had 12 walks, and of course, I'm playing every single game here. So, being really, really patient, because it's all we have, guys. And luckily, I mean, I'm definitely of the belief that on base percentage has been proven to be the most powerful offensive statistic in baseball. If you can get guys on base, it's good. We're doing that, sort of, and we are. We're putting guys in position to score. We just haven't cashed in yet, and so, like, that's just some of that's just luck. It's just probability. It's like the whole idea of clutch. Like, it just sometimes happens and sometimes doesn't, and it just hasn't yet. So I'm still getting familiar with the roster. So there's going to be, like, pausing as I look at guys and I look at their quirks, or I look at, like, are they a good drag bunter? Just stuff like that. I'm still kind of figuring out this team, but nobody's really in need of any time off just yet, and we don't need to get too crazy here making changes. Yeah, so I think we're ready to go. I think the other thing I would probably look for with this team is, like, I'm not happy with a shortstop with this kind of defense. CJ Abrams is a nice player. He's only 25, former first-round pick, but, like, what do we do with this guy? You put him at DH, but then, like, we're kind of short. Like, we have a bunch of these guys who are, like, decent players, but they're, like, all outfielder. Like, this team's it's kind of a mess. Like, it's kind of a fun team to take over. So, but yeah, Chris, I'm glad you're enjoying the game. That's great. I am too. And yeah, but I think we're ready to jump in. Look at those beautiful batting averages. James Wood was batting 1,000 after the first game. He had, like, 2 or 3 walks and hit a home run. That was fun. And then he went, like, 0 for 5 or 0 for 4 the last game.
Bank Park, the show has an NL East matchup. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singing, one of the stories in this one is a highly anticipated Major League debut.
All right, I didn't realize.
All eyes will be on him as he gets the start.
Watching pitching debuts at this level, because there's no waiting around to see the rookie in action. You get thrown right into the deep end of the Major League pool. He's center stage from the first inning on. So, like you said, Boog, there's no hiding at all. There's a ton of excitement about this kid's future.
MLB.
He's about to face the best lineup of his life, so I'm excited to see how he attacks it.
Just about to get started. Dalen Live.
I'm going to move my camera. I'm not liking the position of that.
Digging in for the Nationals.
So again, he's going to throw hard with really slow breaking balls. So it's sort of like the oldest adage in hitting, right? Look fastball, react to breaking ball. Pretty simple stuff here. But I'll just take a pitch. Just watch his windup.
And that's how this series begins.
Coming from Super Mega Baseball, that's not fast, even on Legend.
The 0-1. That clips the corner.
I love the challenge system. I think they've implemented it really well.
For us today, he's making his debut and hoping to carve out a valuable role in the mound at this ball club.
Just
keeps the at-bat going with a
I have to respect
ball.
breaking balls, especially as she's throwing 3 fastballs now, and so just gotta be ready to foul that off. That's fine.
Got him. And there's one away. Lyle wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. So the call will stand.
Good pitch.
So they'll lose their first challenge. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're a first rounder or an undrafted free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is producing. Can you help your team get better? It's a big question. That said, you don't want to put too much pressure on your debut. I hope he's taking time to enjoy this experience today.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And that's ruled a swing.
Terrible
It's a
swing.
strikeout.
Batting third, shortstop C.J. Abrams.
As we take a look at the Nationals lineup.
We've struck out a
They're
lot.
facing a pitcher today
And that's
who's
a me
prone to
problem,
giving up
not a slider
homers.
or
So we'll
game
see.
problem right
We
now.
might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, Boog. One reason for those long balls comes from the lineup being aggressive and confident. If they maintain that approach, they could hit a few more today.
Ripped to right. And that is that. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Philadelphia and on the mound for Washington in this one, Foster Griffin. And
That's
singing a special day for
2022
him.
numbers
He's
there.
making his major league pitching debut here.
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club
he's
in the
making his
game.
MLB
If you
debut.
can score runs,
been a
you have a
while.
really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Leading off
Trey
tonight,
Turner at the plate.
shortstop, number
Obviously a guy
7,
who makes good
Trey
contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact
I like that you
he
can
hits
quickly
both
just pull up
righties
these
and
player
lefties.
cards like this too. This is pretty cool because I get used to this new team we're facing.
They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is.
Let's take a look at our lineup. It's Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The skipper's loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boog. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Now this one's crushed down the
that's
line.
not a
Hooking,
good
foul ball.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
There's a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
And about
I used
front
to get
for
Schwarber on
strike
3
three.
pitches.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Bryce Harper in the box now. No balls and a strike. Harper launched a homer in his most recent game. 2 down, nobody on. Popped up. Makes the grab on the run.
Take it. It's a quick inning.
And that's the inning. Scoreless after 1.
We need better at bats.
Back at Citizens
Leading
Bank
off
Park.
for Washington,
Now it's the Nationals
second
cleanup
baseman
hitter,
Luis
Luis Garcia. This one smoked on its way out of here. He wastes no
straight
time on
pitches
this
they throw
one.
right down the middle
The
of it.
Nationals strike first.
Lasered the
It's
one in
one
this
zip.
with the glove and
He
finally
only
got a
needed
hold of that
one
one.
swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch.
Being an
He
0-3
went and
team
got
who
it,
scored 3
and
runs and you're
circled the
strutting.
bases.
Next to hit for the Nats, Andres Chaparro.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Clyde Washington doing
wait
the
on that.
umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Zone hitting, by the way.
2-1 pitch is
Just
in
with
there, and the count is
visuals
even.
turned off. as
Cold night
usual.
like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter
My
is
slider
get
set, you probably
jammed
recognize
or
a lot of
even
the
off
settings
the
here.
end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, You're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss for the
Hit 99 with
strikeout.
that pitch.
And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in game one of this 3-game set. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Man at first.
All right, moving the camera one more time. It's like every game has a different best placement for the camera. Let's try.
One gone. K-Bert Ruiz now at the plate. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Now time called at the plate.
Just want to check out their catcher here.
Cruz leads off first with one away.
So, yeah, he's okay. Yeah, we're not going to be running right now.
On the ground, right
Easy
side.
double play.
Over to Turner for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Nats on the board first, courtesy of this solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is NL East baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Third ball.
Way too early of a release with him.
Makes the turn and heads for second. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's JT Realmuto. Good power. Not great in the OBP department.
Gosh, he was super early with that release for some reason.
Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Really good hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution.
That's what I was talking about in the beginning, right?
That could be a big weapon for him.
Don't be afraid to throw outside the zone on legend. It's important. If you walk guys, whatever. It's better than 2-run home runs. And worst case, you walk them. Keeps you a force out.
So
So
now
just situational
with one
pitching,
away
it's going to
and then
matter.
at second. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm.
So again, just getting familiar with these guys here. Yeah, it seems like every hitter is really good for them.
Runner at second here, one gone. Up and in, ball 2. In there at the knees. Next offering misses, and the count's full. Steps off, lead runner back to second. One down, Phillies down a run on the ground, and that's a fair
What are you
ball.
doing?
Sosa around third. He scores to tie it up.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right
Guess I
there.
could have dove.
In steps
I think he really
Adolis
hit a shot, though.
Garcia, also known as El Bombi. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Garcia, a strong-armed right fielder, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and his batting average this season is over 400. That's out to center field. Young takes it in for the out, and there are 2 down.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Justin Crawford.
Now at the plate, Justin Crawford, looking for his first big league hit right here. And it's 1-1. Foul ball there. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it.
I don't think that's the right rule, right? If there's a guy in first with 2 outs,
But the
I don't think you
RBI
have to
single
complete it at
pushes
first
across
base
a
if
run.
it's a third
All
strike.
even at 1 apiece.
There might be any time there's a guy in first. I don't think you have to do that.
Back
Could
here
be
in
wrong.
Philadelphia, new inning getting
Third
started.
baseman,
Brady
Brady
House
House.
digging in for the Nationals.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Curve in the dirt. This one in the air, center field. Crawford on the move, pulls it down,
Pretty much
and he
looking
makes the catch.
for high fastballs.
And there's one down.
And then the only other spot I'm kind of looking is like
Batting
middle,
ninth,
right? So if
center
it like
fielder,
drops down,
Jacob
so
Young.
kind
Young
of start with my
digs in
eyes up.
now. 2 hits and 5 at bats.
Anything
yesterday.
low, I'm laying off, especially with that curveball. This guy's excellent drag bunter, but switch hitter. At least I think he's a switch hitter.
Now he steps out as time is
Maybe he
granted.
is. Oh no, he always bats right. Okay. Yeah, so with a righty, he's going to fall off to the mound to that first base side, so it is a little riskier. Yeah, I think we'll just let him bat here.
Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
We can also check out our defense here. Corner infielders are pretty good. Pitcher's not. So, I mean, if that third baseman was back, it'd be easy. easy decision, but I think we're okay for now.
That one missed. Tied up here in the early going. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Yep.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
When you're looking up in the zone like that pitch, it's really important. Like, don't think about looking up in the zone. Look up, but think of like a very narrow zone that you're looking at, right? So like otherwise you'll get suckered into swinging at stuff like that. Like when I'm looking up, I'm just thinking of like a little highlight around the top of that strike zone. It's in that range. If it's too high, don't. If it's too low, adjust, foul it off, etc. But like that fourth pitch there, like that should never be in your line of sight. And so if it's up there, you just do nothing with it. See, that's
swing and a ball hit out towards left center
down,
field. He's got it.
That was a contact
two away
swing.
down.
With 2 strikes. They're striking out way too much as a team, so I'm just looking to put the ball in play more.
The designated hitter,
So the next lineup turns over.
That's a good swing. That's a good at bat.
Will hit next. Went down on strikes his first time through. Right through there for a strike.
Those are the pitches that make you wonder if
that's
this
okay to
offense
leave.
is being
I'm not
too
looking
patient
there.
with their approach.
No, 2
Lots of
strikes.
fastballs
No
in for strikes, not even a swing. They're more than capable of making contact with those pitches, so they need to let it fly.
I'm just going to let it go today. Contact swing.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through the sweeper. That completes the strikeout, inning over. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game.
Yeah, and Chris, 11-9. That's a realistic record. I think for the Tigers, I feel like they're right around that. They're probably a little bit better than they are. As my puppy comes in and starts chewing on my cable here. All right, so who do we got here? Getting towards the bottom of the order. We maybe get some easier outs, maybe. See if we can just jam him a little bit here, get a 1 pitch out.
And a foul ball.
Pitch count through 2 innings. We want to be under 30, or right around 30, and we're right there. So this will be his 30th pitch now. See if we can get him to chase now.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts the bottom of the 3rd with a double.
It's back-to-back innings.
Couldn't have timed
with
it
the
up
leadoff
any
double
better
they
than
scored
that.
last inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
I don't think my Nats will be 11-19
Runner
after
in
20 games.
position,
We'll see.
No outs.
I guess we never
Here's
know.
Turner now.
Top of the order
to
again.
center his first time.
Good speed at second.
Fouled
That
off
would've
left
been a nice
side.
out.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the 3rd. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Ball 1 low.
Okay.
Good
That's
spot
okay.
there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Moore leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Wood under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Phillies, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit
Struck
here.
him out on 3 pitches
Struck out
last time.
swinging his first time. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
That's the ball.
Swing and a foul straight back. 1 out and a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ball.
Chopper to second. On to first. That's out
Definitely
number 2.
take that trade.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman, Bryce
Oh, that's crazy, Chris.
Harper.
And now
Are you
here is
what
Harper.
what settings
Right out
or
his first
difficulty or sliders are
And
you
this
using
is
right
a
now?
big opportunity for him to pick up
Yeah,
his
Chris is saying
teammate
that
right
he
here.
basically matched the Tigers like first few series and even had like exact scores in some of the games. It's pretty wild. All right, so Bryce Harper is definitely a situation where we could consider walking him to face Edmund Sosa. Even though he's a righty, oddly Griffin does better against righties. Clutch 79. Yeah, I mean, I think I want to do that. I want to walk him. My question now is, do we just put him on or do we try to get him to chase? You'll notice I've turned off the visualization for like confidence and energy, which I love. It's like one of my favorite changes that I've made to my set this year. For like situations like this, like, oh shoot, we know he's not tired. I have 4 seconds to pitch. We know he's not tired, but yeah, like we don't know exactly what his confidence is or anything like that. So it's pretty neat. I think we're just gonna walk him.
The pitch timer
Oh,
expired
whatever, it doesn't
before he
matter.
started his windup, so that's a ball.
Can't remember the button. Just walk him. It's fine.
Up next for the Phillies, second baseman.
We'll go after the righty. It's
So 2 outs.
oddly a
with
better
runners
matchup.
on the corners. And here is Sosa to the plate. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Fouled off down the
Guys,
right
it's
side.
just like they teach you in Little League. Before each pitch, even in a video game, know what you're going to do if the ball comes to you. There's
2
2
on, 2
outs. We can go to
outs.
first or second here. Easy.
And he's going to reset as he steps off the rubber.
Ball.
Two on, 2 outs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fouls away the first offering.
That's his 45th pitch, right where I want to be here. Be nice to get out of this.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there. With 3 complete, we're tied
69
at 1
overall,
apiece.
guys. Doing okay. Next inning, he'll be up with like 7 runs, though. That's okay. We've gotten our 1 run. That's what we keep scoring. We're getting better.
Back at Citizens Bank Park.
I've had a couple
Start of the
strikeouts
fourth,
that I'm
James
irritated
Wood
with.
digging in for the Nationals.
I think one of them was the James Wood here.
That's hard hit on the line.
Come on.
Quick out number 1.
It's okay. You keep hitting stuff like that. Exit velocity, good launch angle, like those will
Here's
start
C.J.
dropping.
Abrams now. 0
Better
for 1
swings.
so
That's the
far.
key. These pitch count's really low.
Clips the corner.
Good pitch.
That's strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Fastball is outside.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Nope, did not
Check
swing.
swing, tried to hold up.
Finally
now
laid off
appeal
that
to
pitch.
third. He did not go around. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Breaking ball, and that got
Laid
him.
off again. All right, it hit me.
Up next for
Getting a little better.
And now it's Luis Garcia.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot
I
last
think
time.
he has that first pitch quirk. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. I thought that might have helped him with that home run. 70 speed, 75 steal, but they got a really good catcher. So I mean, maybe if we get like a perfect situation here, could look the run. Let's take that
First
pitch.
offering way inside, almost got him.
I'm going to see a fastball here, but you got to make sure it's true and where you want it.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That one
I tried to hit that into the
hammered,
hole,
but
so I wanted to hit
foul.
and run there. But you can, I'm still so early. Like that was me trying to swing and hit it to the shortstop hole, and I'm super early on 97. That's 3 straight fastballs.
Time asked for at the plate prior to the 2-1 pitch. Runner goes again. And that one fouled off.
Probably had it stolen, but that was a good pitch to swing at.
Two now. That one almost got him.
Let's send a runner here.
Runner on the move again. In there for strike 3. Real Mutual throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, almost a strike him out, throw him out play right there, but 3-2 is a great count to run on. There's a good chance the hitter puts the ball in play, so it can turn into a big
3
play
for 3 on stolen
offensively as
bases
well.
this year.
Andres Chapo.
I just want to look at that replay. I didn't think I could get a decent swing on that pitch. I thought it was a breaking ball. I mean, it came out low. I'm going to take my chances. It was borderline low, but I do think it was a strike.
Digging
We
into
got
the
2 outs.
Nationals.
Just a little single here, guys.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
I'd like him to be at 60 pitches by the end of this inning. He's only at 48 now.
On the corner for a strike.
Good pitch, good pitch.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Man. Okay, shake it up.
Just
Oh,
misses.
that's a ball.
Ball 2. Fouls it back with
defensive
2
swing.
strikes. Man at second. Bring him up,
That
says
pitch is
Clyde
good.
Washington. That's a strikeout. We're midway.
At least I'm checking my
fourth.
swing on it a
All
little bit.
tied 1-1.
That has been the story
Bottom
of the
fourth. Here's the
Nationals this
Phillies
year.
catcher,
The runners in
JT
scoring position and
Realmuto.
just nobody coming through.
And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
1-1 now. Swinging a foul straight back. 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Waves at the bender for the
Take it.
strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence,
Phillies,
he hadn't seen that.
I know they're working the
curveball
pitch
at
count, but they
all.
do seem a
How
little
tough is it
impatient
to
today.
adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it?
Why is the
yet?
crowd
Yeah, I mean, you're
totally
dialed up
empty
for
on these
something
replays?
firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And now it's Alec Bohm.
Ball.
Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Thought about challenging that. Glad I didn't.
Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Go ahead run on base. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. He's 0 for 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Outside Lowe. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jeez, keep missing this
What a
stop.
stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Just pushed the wrong button. I thought he caught it.
Next for the Phillies,
And
center
here's a look at
fielder,
how he's using his pitches in this one.
Crawford.
So the go-ahead run.
I'm just curious if I had a chance at a double play. I swear that ball was in the air. It must have hit right in front of home plate. Yep. I thought he just caught it. I mean, yeah, we had an easy double play there.
Scoring
Okay.
position. Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies. And fouled off. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count. Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Dylan Moore in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Philadelphia. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1.
1 hit. The home run. Come on, guys. 1 or 2. I think maybe just 1 walk right now. We've got 2 base runners. Or a hit by
Back here at
pitch.
the
I think 3.
ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Dylan Cruz.
I like these little things. I mean, even NBA 2K doesn't do a great job with this sort of thing. I like the storylines at the beginning of the games. When I simulated and looked at the draft class, it looked a lot better. You didn't have pitchers who were all like 5'9", 5'10". Not that they don't exist, but okay. It's Chris said he's using Armor's Hall of Fame slider set. Cool, cool. I hear Stefan is here. What's up, Stefan? Stefan, you gotta come out here and golf. Let's do it. 68 degrees today. It's like I have a sweatshirt on. It's cold for here. Come out and golf. Let's go. Alright, so what are we doing here? Dylan Cruz is up. Another guy that I don't know anything about in real life because these guys are all trash. No offense. I mean, they're professional baseball players. Let's see here. So, yeah, same kind of game plan. Just looking fastball up. I'll react to a fastball over the middle or maybe a breaking ball that hangs. Anything low, I'm letting it be. Why I'm sticking to the same game plan, I don't know, because I've scored 4 runs now in our 4th game total. But I'm just sticking with it that we're the Nationals, and it's just how it's going to be. So, okay, there we go. Let's get some runs.
Well, these Nats, from what we've seen, I think it's fair.
And I'm leaving that alone because he has breaking balls that go from my vantage point left to right. Right, so he has a slider, he has a sweeper. If I see a pitch that's starting on the outside, I'll take my chances. Because if that's any of those other pitches, even a curveball, that's going outside for a ball. So like that's just not a zone, especially with if I don't have 2 strikes on me, I'm not looking there at all. He could throw fastballs there all game long and get me out if he wants.
Fouled off. He was late.
Delayed on that. That's what I was looking for. That had a lot of movement on it. It had like a little 2-seam movement. Let's see, with 2 strikes, I have to defend that, right? So, like, I can't just let it go by. Luckily, that was dropping pretty low, and I could just let it go. Just right on that. I just swing so early. Super Mega Baseball 4 is killing me, guys. You gotta swing real early in that game.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. He hit into a double play.
Oh, I was right on that. Way too early, though. I saw that. I wanted to just rip that pitch. I had a contact swing, so I probably would have just flown out the left field, but still. I would have felt good about it.
And ball 1. Some stirring in the bullpen for the Phillies. Tim Meza, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Banks getting loose as well.
Did he really do that? Why?
Now 1-1.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Ruiz wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep the remaining challenge.
I got a good eye.
Next pitch misses, and it's 3-0.
I'm not swinging at this. No matter, my controller is out of my hands. I will not swing at this. I will watch it.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
That's a walk.
Ruiz not happy about that called strike.
Pay attention to all pitches. Oh, it's a strike.
Call will stand.
I'm out of challenges.
So they're now out of challenges. To the right side, Sosa fires over to first.
Man.
And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Up next for the Nationals.
It's kind of fun though. Like the struggle is like relaxing to me.
It's center his first time he's 0 for
It's like
1.
reading a book or something. It's a little slow, but it's like really entertaining still. What's everybody reading, by the way? Curious. I'm reading. If you've seen the series Tokyo Vice on HBO Max, really good show. I read that book, really enjoyed it. I'm kind of reading the follow-up of that book. It's called The Last Yakuza. It's good. Same author. He's not a character in this book though. Yeah, it's been entertaining so far. But the show on HBO Max is really good. Tokyo Vice, if you haven't seen it, really good.
The 1-0.
Terrible swing. That's a ball and just dumb. But that is where I'm looking. That's okay.
Whoa.
Way off that. That looks like a high fastball. It's not.
And a swing and a miss there.
Feldman, those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better
early
pitch
there,
to
according
hit.
to the graphic.
2 down, nobody on. And that's outside. And the count's full. This one in the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out.
Just can't get anything to drop.
Halfway home.
Contact swing.
All even, 1 apiece.
With a hitter like that, honestly, a regular swing, he would have flown out to right field just deeper. Like, it's worth a shot. Still just a one hit. Holy cow, guys.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Phillies, Dylan
So
Moore.
Griffin, I remember, has 79 stamina, which is, pretty solid in this game. I expect him to at least go 5. He's pitching well. So, like, I don't have any, like, we're at the top of the order coming through, and it is the infamous third time through the order as I get stupid pitch clock violation. Okay. Does the AI ever get any of those? I'm assuming not. Like, kind of like how they never balk.
These Phils looking to string together better at bats when they have runners
has an
on.
answer for that,
It just
curious.
hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so
They're
a
chasing
lot of
a lot
squandered
of pitches today.
opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Just trying to gas him here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Top of the order.
So
Third
the
time
Philly
through the
batting
order.
order
I don't
turns
believe in
over.
the whole
Trey
adage of
Turner
like, oh,
getting
they
ready
start
to
to
hit.
figure you out. To me, when a pitcher struggles the third time through a lineup, well, you can only get to the third time through a lineup if you've been successful
All
the
tied
first
up,
2 times,
last
and
half
like
of
that's just
inning number
probability.
5.
Like eventually, your luck runs out, as they say. So, and I get it. Like you are more tired and things like that, but like, I don't know.
And the 0-2.
Ball.
Trey Turner is a guy you almost rather him hit the ball in the air. Don't want him legging out hits.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
So he was right on that. So I think if we just kind of throw him like a cutter here, we're going to get his timing
1-2
off.
here. That's ripped to right
Oh.
down the line.
I don't want to dive.
And
He's
in
so
one hops
fast.
the
Would have been
wall.
a triple if I dove. We'll hold it to a double. I wasn't going
And
to
he's
catch it.
into second base with one away as the goal.
That matters a lot with one out,
Well,
although
here we are,
with his
third
speed,
time
maybe it
through
doesn't.
the order, and this is where we see the OPS.
But it
jump
does, because a
up.
ground ball,
Manager might
he's not
have
going to
go
score.
the bullpen
Where
a
if he's on
little bit
30, will.
sooner than he anticipated.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
So I'm going to get some guys up in the bullpen here.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second.
And what I'm
is
looking
ready to
for
push
here
things with
is
his speed.
clutch
A base
a
hit's
lot.
probably gonna be a
Clutch,
big
from what I
run,
understand,
so
it
you
actually
really have to
replaces like the
execute
hit
on
per 9 rating. So when there's runners in scoring position and or like it's a tight game, instead of a hit of 9 versus lefties of 62, it'll actually read it as 59. So not a big difference for him, but I am looking for kind of like my higher clutch guys. Now he's tired. He could come in and get us an out. We'll probably go with Granillo here, but he is much better against righties. So like, I don't want to bring him in against a lefty. I'm going to leave my setup guys for later, even though in theory, like they should be my best guys, but they're just not very clutch. I like these guys coming in more with nobody on base. So, 13 pitchers on the roster here, only 5 starters. We have a few extra long relievers because some of my starters have really bad stamina. So our best bet here then is to probably go 59. Yeah, we're going to bring up, get Alvarez warming up and just kind of see how it goes. Obviously walking here is not really what we want to be doing with, they got some big bats coming up here, so. Okay, I'll take
Towards
that.
right
He's gonna
center
probably
field.
try to tag
Young
up here.
gets there. He's under it. 2 away.
He doesn't. Look at that long rainbow throw by the center fielder.
Up next, for the
Good job.
Phillies, first baseman, Bryce Harper.
So we walked
Run
Harper the
on
last
base.
time.
Here is Bryce
It's exactly
Harper.
the same situation, so we're going to do the exact same thing here.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
For the Phillies, second baseman, Ed Munoz.
So the question now, and we're going to go do a mound visit, because now we can actually see his confidence just through the roof. He's still got a little bit of energy, 74 pitches. It's kind of a case of like, all right, is this his last batter? Or do we go to Granillo here? They have 3 righties coming up. Granillo is really good at getting righties out. He's got really good pitching clutch. I think this is going to be the time for us to go to the bullpen. So we're not in line to get the win anyway right now. So yeah,
Manager out of the dugout.
he pitched really well. I'll take it. Welcome back from Japan, sir. Pitched really well.
Is done, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game. New arm out of the pen when we get back.
Must be one I'm leaving the mound with a little confidence, right? We don't want to tank this
Now on the
guy's
mound for the
confidence coming back.
Nationals, Andre Granillo.
I've noticed the Nationals have like the
Pretty
worst
early in the
jersey
ball
numbers
game,
too,
so
like
this
79.
ballgame
My
has
first
some work
baseman's like
ahead of him.
86 or
Best case
87.
scenario
Like,
might be if he can come in here and get
What are we doing,
several
guys?
quick outs. Kind of
it's not like
bridge
they've
the gap
retired a
and
bunch of
start a
numbers,
run
have
for
they?
him.
I know they used to be the Expos, but come on. Okay, so I really like to know who I'm bringing in. So Granillo comes in. His best pitch is actually a sinker that he throws 1% of the time. I don't understand that. He throws a fastball, but really he's a slider guy. 65% of his pitches are a slider. I try to follow that. It's kind of fun. So we'll throw a lot of sliders. I guess if I really need a sinker with 2 outs here, okay, I'd almost prefer they just hit a ball in the air weakly. And yeah, so I mean, pretty much the only thing I'm probably not throwing in this at bat is a circle change right now. I don't know if I trust that pitch at all. So yeah, no quirks that we need to look at. First and second, 2 outs.
Ruiz can't squeeze it, gets away.
So there's another reason why that was so important to cut that
Should be a pass
double,
ball,
or
and
keep
there
that
are 2
potential
in
triple
scoring
into a
position
double.
now.
He would have
Well,
probably
this is a
scored
real
it there.
give here with 2 away. That's a pitch that needs to be handled behind the plate, and he knows it.
And he just
Now you got to deal
drops
with
that
2
pitch.
men in
It's brutal.
scoring position instead of just 1. They need a big pitch right here to
So,
get out of it.
of course, that opens up first base, but
Turner, the runner at third.
I don't really
Harper
think.
at second with 2 gone.
I mean, Real Muto is a much better hitter, so we're just going to go after Sosa here. He just took that. Wait, he took that slider as a ball? I guess I can't challenge anyway. That was definitely a strike.
The 1-0. Out front, rip foul.
Okay, settle down, pitcher.
Two on, 2 outs.
Good pitch.
And a count 1-2.
So we're going to show him another slider. See if he'll chase it. Just out of the zone. Okay, or
On the ground
totally
to the
in the
left.
zone.
House tosses to first. And that will end the inning. We've
All right.
played 5 full. Tied at 1 aside.
Good job, Nationals. We just score some runs.
Back here in Philadelphia. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
All right, gonna just take a quick restroom break, guys.
They
Alright,
go
we're
with
back.
one of their more experienced arms.
they go to
in
the
this
bullpen as
spot,
well?
Tim Meza. This is his 3rd time out this year. Here's the center fielder,
Pitcher
Jacob
here.
Young.
He's going to throw a
Fly to
sinker a
left
lot.
his first time.
93, so he's going to be slower. It's going to be harder for me to adjust. Really got to just slow things down. So they bring in a lefty. It's really not that good. He's got good control. So this is a hittable guy. He's not going to strike a lot of dudes out, it seems like. I say that now as I swing super early at probably all of his pitches. So yeah, we got to look for that sinker. And, typically from a lefty, a sinker is going to come in, and then it's going to kind of break a little bit to the right if you're like a right-handed batter. Well, I guess either way. From our vantage point, it's going to go left to right a little bit. I'll probably entirely just lay off all sliders. They'll be coming in on our righties. Just let it be. Doesn't look like he's going to throw a fastball a lot, so it's going to be a lot of sinkers. So Jacob Young is our really good bunter here. This is a great opportunity to bunt.
Time called.
I will just really quick just check their pitcher defense. Yeah, he's not a great defender. So we're going to look to bunt to the right side here. Little drag bunt.
Trying to bunt his way on.
Didn't get by the pitcher. Got to get by the pitcher. That was a really tough pitch.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out.
I do wish this game would fix drag bunting a little bit. Like it's kind of impossible. You have to guess.
Dalen Lyle.
It's just too slow. The animation's too slow. It's too slow to twit it down. It's too slow to pull it back, etc.
Hand up as he asks for time at the plate.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to like who I even want taking at bats versus lefties. We don't have anybody on base, so like right now it's honestly okay. What inning is this? Yeah, it's the 6th. It's a little early. So we're looking for that sinker. It's going to come in on this hitter a little bit. So I'm kind of like, I'm going to hope he just hangs one over the middle of the plate and just kind of look a little below. I mean, almost like where that 1 pitch is, right? You can see where the number 1. I'm looking like right around there kind of is what I'm hoping we'll get. So that would have been the placement, but that was the slider, right? So that went the opposite direction. That sinker comes in pretty quick. There it is. So that's what I was looking for. What did I do? Hey, we actually good timing. No, we got 2 strikes now, so we got to defend.
The 1-2.
Just about anything in we can lay off unless he tries to like front door us a slider.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Okay. He's throwing a lot of sliders.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for Washington.
Swing too
Still
early,
tied,
guys.
1-1.
But we saw at the top of the stream, right? We had like 4 lefties to start that inning. I didn't pinch hit for any of them.
Back here, Citizens
And
Bank.
we only got through 2
Here's
of
the
them,
Phillies
but I was comfortable with it.
catcher,
James Wood hits
Realmuto.
lefties better, as we saw too. So, and I did forget to update our bullpen, but we have righties coming up, so I think we're okay here. This is now the 6th. If we need an extra out, we could go Cole Henry. Probably just gonna do the same thing. Just leave him ready. We're good here. He's thrown only 4 pitches, so I'm okay with this. See if we can front door.
Ball. Strike. Woo.
Just
No, that's the
missed.
ball.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And here comes Alec Bohm.
Ball.
That one fouled off. Line drive, base hit right field. And that's going to get into the corner. That gets by him. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay throw. Not in time.
Should've
He's
stolen that straight
safe.
in.
So now the injury forcing a substitution at second base. Here's the Phillies pinch runner.
Good speed,
Aiden
1
Miller
out.
at the plate. Adolis Garcia. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's 2-1.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked
was hit
like
so
there
hard.
might
My right
have been
fielder has a good
close
arm.
play at
Like,
the
that should've
plate.
been an out.
Good job of base running, rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that
I'm
run.
surprised they even sent him.
One down. Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
No, that's the ball. Nope,
When the skipper
that's
calls
away.
down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one is absolutely belted. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Justin Crawford with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be
Doing okay.
overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Moore at the plate now, and that's strike one.
So I just want to check the speed of our hitter here. No, we got a shot at turning 2. Yeah, he's not super fast, so.
Two on, 1 out. On the ground, right side. To second, Abrams. What
job.
a double play that was.
Missed my
Get
spot
it
on that pitch,
over.
though. That's
But they pick up
Did
one
not
run
want him
on the
even
RBI
swinging at that
single,
pitch unless it was
and
gonna
this
be a
is
miss.
now a 2-1 ball game. This is NL East baseball here
Still one
on
hit, guys.
MLB The Show.
timing, though. Like, it's not a slider
Back
thing.
here
It's hard to
in
even test the
Philadelphia,
sliders
top
right now
of
on
inning number
offense for me.
7, C.J. Abrams.
So we will pinch
digging
hit
in
here.
for the Nationals.
As far as I recall, well, actually, you know, he's okay. We just want to get guys on base at this point, so probably pinch hit Garcia. Yeah, we'll see, but we're gonna go with this. Try to hit that sinker.
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Let's check out, make sure our bullpen's good to go. So next inning, righty, lefty, lefty. So I'm thinking we can get him going. Should be fine. Our 65 overall setup guy. Cool.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one lifted to left.
Just like move my cursor too
One
slow.
away.
Like I'm moving right to where I want to do that, but it's like I'm swinging before I'm even moving the cursor. It needs to be the opposite.
So up next, Luis Garcia. He's already homered in this game.
Nobody on base. Do we care to pinch hit him? That's an easy flip-flop because they can play the same position. Yeah, let's do that.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the Nationals. Nasim Nunez.
And he would be the tying
All
run
right,
boost,
so now
we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good
really
pitch
just
to
kind of
handle.
looking for him to hang something. It's kind of the game plan. Sinker. Slider, if it's up and out, it would be okay. Anything inside, I'm laying off. So I thought that was the slider. That
Good
was right over the
speed
middle.
off the bases.
The Phillies trying to hold a one-run lead
It's first
here in the
fastball,
top
still.
half of inning number 7.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Got to protect that because if that's the backdoor slider, it's going to come over.
Struck him out swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief
Bringing out
because
our
he
lefty.
puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play.
Gosh, my offense is terrible.
New pitcher on now, Kyle Backus. In the game for the first time this season. Andres Chaparro digging in for the Nationals.
Very good against
0 for 2 with a pair
lefties,
of
very bad
strikeouts.
against righties, so pretty easy read on this guy. Another sinker. Throws really slow, so I'm not going to be able to hit him. Primarily throws the sinker. Okay.
And that
Watch his
misses.
delivery there.
Ball 1.
Well, as good as
So,
things
little
can
wonky
be,
delivery,
it can
but
be
just
a
ignore
tough
it.
day
Just
at
watch
the
where the ball
office,
comes
even
out
for
of
the
his hand.
skippers.
Doesn't matter what his
Seeing
legs
the
are doing.
offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. That's
a
too
ball.
low. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Strike 1.
Jeez, that's a terrible call.
The 2-1. In the air out to center. Great effort as he's able to haul it in.
Nothing
and
will
that
drop.
is that. So they
It's
made
not a good
short
swing.
work of him
Hit
there.
off the handle.
7th inning stretch time.
Still have one hit.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, set for the last half of the 7th. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies.
Second baseman had to stay in the game. Sure, this guy's pitched
Left-hander
yet.
out of
Oh,
the
yeah, it's one
bullpen,
game.
P.J. Poole.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
All right, so what do we got here? Can strike out lefties really well. That'll be good for Bryce Harper. Circle change, sinker, throws a lot of fastballs. He's pretty much kind of a mix. He can really mix in anything here.
Here's a high chopper. Throws
Fresh into the
first
game,
in
second
time.
baseman. The ball
One
always
pitch
finds
and
you,
one
as they
out.
say.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 3 in this one.
That's a ball. Ball.
Lifted in the air out to left. Wood has a beat on it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman.
Here's Bryce Harper at the plate now. Growing up, he experienced a moment straight out of the Sandlot. Harper was getting ready to play for Team USA, but he didn't have a bat, so he borrowed one from his dad.
Okay.
The bat was autographed by Pete Rose. His dad wiped the autograph clean and told Bryce to use it. I'm not sure how many dads would have done that. That one misses. Ball 2.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
That's off the mark. And now it's 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Got him looking for the K.
Lowe, we'll take it.
He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad
It's
at
like
yourself
soccer
after
games.
a bat like that one. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the 8th. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. And that one fouled off. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Joan Duran, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Keller getting cranked up as well. Hit in the air left field. One up, one down.
Up next for the Nationals.
So digging in, K. Barrett Ruiz. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. Whoa.
Got him looking for the
Terrible
strikeout.
call.
Went back to the sinker and it was successful. Next to hit for the Nats.
Can I even like see that where that was? I don't think I can. That was a terrible call.
And a foul ball. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Up next.
You'll
for
often hear the
Washington,
phrase short to it,
center fielder
long
Jacob
through
Young.
it, and that's a great example.
It's a good bunter
of it right
here.
there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Up now for Washington, Jacob Young.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
This one in the air center field. Crawford under this one. And that's the third out. So one left for Washington.
Looks like I'm not moving my
They're
cursor at
down
all, but it's funny because I'm just like
2-1.
holding it up at the beginning of every swing. But so many of those pitches are just falling right over the middle. Of course, those are ones you want to swing at. So zone hitting, I just have the visuals turned off. But
Ready for the bottom of the eighth. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Edmundo Sosa. Clayton Beater gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That's the ball.
Out towards right center field. Cruz should have this one. And there's one away.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher J.T.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that drops in for a strike. Beater, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. The 1-1. Just missed.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
Sets him down on
getting lucky with
strikes.
those.
And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Aiden Miller. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball. And that lack of command, that's usually one of the things
Way
that leads
outside
guys
here.
to be converted
Should be
from
nowhere
starter to
near.
reliever.
Yeah, and it's
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do
Still
it.
too close.
Phillies down in order. But they still lead it 2-1.
Wish I could score runs on the stream, guys. At least we hit a home run today.
Now pitching. for
Welcome
the
back,
Phillies,
and here
number
comes the closer,
59,
Joan Duran. A chance at his first save of the year. So back to the top of the order. Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Really good fastball. Goes hard though, it might help us. Yeah, it might be like just kind of searching out for fastballs and laying off everything else, especially that splitter. Guys on base, I have to lay off that splitter. So he has like a double outlier quirk? What the heck is that? Oh, I see. Oh, primary and secondary, okay. I mean, sometimes it's not good that his secondary pitches exceed. Like, you'd actually want that splitter to be a little slower. Undrafted from the DR. So how do we hit this guy? He's a righty, but he actually does better against lefties. So interesting, kind of the reverse splits. So we just look to see what we got coming up, and we're not going to take out James Wood. This really is a good pinch hit spot. By the way, I like a lot of the new features. The new interface doesn't bother me. Like, I like that we get a lot. There's like no safe way to like back up a menu. You have to go all the way out here, and sometimes the pitcher just pitches. It drives me nuts. That's maybe the only critique I have right now of like the interface updates. So we would actually like a righty here, unless the guy can just really hit righties well. This guy does, but I'd rather wait till we have some runners in scoring position if need be. He's got that really good clutch rating. Feels so weird to pinch hit a lefty. I'm just gonna go with it. So we're gonna hunt that fastball up in the zone. We're gonna lay off stuff low. We're going to lay off breaking balls unless he hangs it. And I'll take this first pitch here to see what we're looking at. So
that misses the zone.
It's not too crazy. No movement, really. I'll take another one.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. That missed by a lot. 2-1.
Looking up. There it is.
Swing the foul out of play.
Still early, 102. That's frustrating. I need to like calm my heart rate down on that. I'm pissed. Because now I got to lay off the splitter. Especially the splitter that's over the zone. I'm going to have to foul it off somehow. But to cut off some of the thinking on this, like anything from like that 2, right, where the second pitch was, anything there down, I'm just letting go. If he throws me a strike there, it is what it is. Unless I know I can at least throw a bat on it. I mean, I'm going contact swing here. I'm still looking up to start with, because in order to catch up to 102, you got to start up there. Yeah, so I'm still looking fastball, but it's kind of now, instead of pulling it, I'm looking to hit fastballs to left field.
2-2 now. And that's downstairs and outside. James Wood in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact
up
here.
just in case, right? Never know. Sit him. Where would we go? Probably it'd be one of these guys. Definitely go a righty next time. Okay. What do we got? 2 strikes, right? Oh, full count. Now I'm definitely just looking to foul pitches off.
Payoff pitch.
That's fine.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
It's totally fine. Just looking to foul pitches off. If it lands fair, wonderful.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Too close. Yeah, that would have been strike 3.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
That's what we need.
And after that long battle, he's aboard, representing
the best at bat of the game right there.
James Wood at the plate.
Right,
Last year,
so looking at speed here.
Intentionally
get this run over.
Game June 29th.
He's got pretty good speed.
4 times. Only the 3rd player this century.
I mean, yeah, that's
to be intentionally walked.
It is what it is. We're not going to be bunting with James Wood. So same thing. We're looking for fastball up again. So we just reset the at bat. It's just starting over.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that's off the outside edge. 3 balls,
Ooh,
no
that was
strikes.
A ball.
C.J. Abrams.
I was just giving him that.
Hoping to get a chance
close,
to make a big impact here.
So I let him swing 3-0. If I get 102 down, he's our best hitter. He's our he's by far the best player on our team. He doesn't hit righties great. If he throws this right down the middle and it's 102, I'm going to send it. It's okay. I mean, that's fine. It would have been a strike if I just sat there. So we go back to the game plan, looking high fastball. Or something hanging, but
swing and a miss.
That was outside. I mean, it was not where I was looking. I couldn't react. I, for some reason, just dropped the cursor down. 3-2. Not going to send the runner here. I think it'd be a double play if we strike out, and I'm not going contact swing with James Wood with a guy on base.
Swing and a miss.
I felt like I was on that.
Strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that split caught a lot of his own. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. And the first offering is not close. The Nats with the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the ninth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with this matchup. I know he pitches better against lefties, but, like, my hitter also hits lefties. So, like, it's not like we have a deep bench. Fastball up again is what we're looking for.
And the 1-0. That one is upstairs.
Lay off that. Now, that's hanging curveball or something. Just take a hesitation step and just rip it.
This could get ugly.
He's been pretty wild.
Check swing, he held up.
Lucky.
And now 3-0. One-run game here at the top of the ninth.
To let him just rip him 3-0. He's been wild too, so.
Yeah, there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
We're not going to
Just
do anything with that
doesn't seem
pitch.
to want to throw him a fastball.
This is pretty much a pitch in one or two places, or else don't swing.
Check swing went around.
Yeah.
And that's strike two.
That's done.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at first, one away.
Just looking to see like what his contact rating and if we want to try to send the runner. 73 vision. Gosh, we really need that runner. But he's just not a good base stealer, so like he's toast if I strike out. Stick with the game plan.
And a payoff pitch. Up the middle.
Oh, God.
Sosa.
Might beat it out,
There's
though.
one on to first. Save. So they
Can't get balls to get through.
But a really nice try there.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn two on. So a nice job to get the out at second right
nice.
there. Hold on to the baseball.
He dropped that ball. Look at that. That's ridiculous.
Clearly paid the price, but
That is
then
an
it comes with the
absolutely ridiculous animation. I'm sorry. Like, that should have been. I don't know, that at least that throw shouldn't have happened. Like, come on. I almost got through. That's such a bummer. Does he even touch the base? Like, I wish you could redo this stuff. I guess. I mean, that's just, like, this is physically impossible what he just did. Looks like he's on ice skates. Like, I would rather see that animation result in a drop, and it's like, ooh, it's a tough call for the ump here. I mean, you're bare-handing that? Like, that's just a ridiculous, like, who made that animation? That's just, you'll never see that in real life, not a single time. That's completely absurd. Let's see.
Time
I know we pinched hit for this guy.
Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot.
Still learning these guys. Yeah, so he does not hit righties at all. So even though he's our perhaps only other second baseman, I don't care. I'll put a catcher at second base. We need to score, or otherwise the game's over. So, yeah, this is probably the time to go with our best guy, because these next hitters are okay. His clutch ratings, God, this team sucks so bad. Yeah, I mean, this is all we got. And he can actually play second base, so that'll work out.
So now a pinch hitter, Jose Tenna. He represents the go-ahead run.
Need a 10 of luck here, if you know what I'm saying. Now, we could try to steal here. It's probably in our best interest to try at some point. I'll take a pitch.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in easily.
Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
The 1-1. Runner takes off. Throw to second.
Give me a break.
And that's the ball game.
That's the most ridiculous throw.
At home, first game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good.
We had to try it. Like, I'm not going to string together 3 hits with this team.
You're sleeping in your own
So.
bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
It's the first time
Your
we've been
final
caught stealing
score
this
here
year.
today, 2-1.
0-4.
The Phillies hang on.
I want to see that replay. I'm not happy with the last couple sequences here at the end of this game. Can I not see the replay? Gosh darn it. Well, let's look at the boring box score. We struck out 12 times. We've been double-digit strikeouts, I think, every single game, including 6 strikeouts with our first 2 batters. James Wood was super hot to start the season, first 2 games, and the last 2 games has been hitless. So that's been rough. Our best hitter is not doing well. We don't have a cleanup hitter on this team. We don't have a first baseman on this team. That's probably something that we could marry together at some point. It's not too hard to find a first baseman who could probably play cleanup this team in real life. I don't understand what they're doing. How do you not have a first baseman power bat? They're almost a dime a dozen in MLB. I mean, hell, the Tigers will trade you Torkelson for a bag of balls probably. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's Foster Griffin. He was had a really nice game. Really, really happy with his performance. Really, our pitching altogether. It's been really good. We just can't score. Man, oh man. I've noticed too. There's a lot of errors with these. Like I don't even think the batter one right. I guess nothing tallies right. And what I mean by this is you can see. As I flip over here, you'll see the percentages: 150%, 200%. Like, what does this even mean? It's all screwed up here. Pitch 6,000 and 250%. That's broken. San Diego Studios. Give me a ring, guys. I live 15 minutes away from your studio. Go up and golf up that way all the time, and know where you guys are at. Not in a creepy way. I've met up with Ryden. And when he was up there, just give me a ring, guys. I'll help you. There's just little things that are probably really easy to catch and fix. But I do like to look at this. And so, first pitch strike, 65 for the Phillies. And this helps me stay honest. So 67, that's good. I think it's the first time I'm below 70. So I'm throwing more balls, which is good. I need to be doing that. And we're seeing results. We're seeing a lot of strikeouts. We're seeing, walks. That's good. Even 67 is pretty high. That's probably about the highest you want it. So I could still do some more. I'm looking now at, for the Nationals. So we swung 62 times and we missed 12. And I'm sorry, this is pitching. So this is the Phillies hitters. So they swung 62 and they missed 12, right? So if we just break out our trusty calculator, this is always something I'm checking with the sliders. So 12 divided by 62, so that's 19%. So they didn't swing and miss a ton, and some of that's just my team's not very good. I mean, we don't have like power pitchers left and right, so I'm okay with that. 19's probably fine. My numbers are going to be a lot higher. So even though we're on Phillies again, this is pitching because the hitting one's broken. We missed 18 times on 52, so it's going to be higher. 18 over 52. So yeah, 34.6%. That's too high. I need to knock off at least 10%, at least. And that's just me. That's not a slider. Like I could probably fix that with the sliders, but like that's just as you guys saw. I'm just swinging super early. I'm not even chasing a ton. It's much more of an issue of timing for me. When you're missing pitches, it's going to be timing or just location, and or like just misreading the strike zone. And for me, it's the former for sure. It's just this timing, and timing, as they say, is everything in hitting. So very, very, very important. So those are things I'm looking at. Guys, it's playing really well. And I'm on Legend. I've made a few adjustments that I'm not ready to share just yet, but it's pretty straightforward. But it's tough. This is the fourth game in a row we've scored 1 run. Like, man, it's tough. But we're getting there. We hit a home run without James Wood today, so that's a win. And yeah, I mean, we'll just have to see. So, gonna try to stream like once a week. I'll check in with y'all. There is a thread up on Operation Sports for the eventual slider set. If we get something together here, that's worth sharing. I can say we have some openings in our Out of the Park Baseball League at simsportsgaming.com. That's an incredible game, and playing in an online league is an incredible experience. We've been doing it for, I think, 12 or 13 years in real time now. So we started a league in 2015. We sim 1 day per calendar day of real life, and we've been doing that for, like I said, 13 years or something. Um, we're playing a little catch up because we had an issue with our schedule. So like we're actually simming 2 games a day right now for like another few days, and then we'll be caught up with the real life schedule. We have the real life schedule loaded in. It's just so much fun. In the 13 years I've been a commissioner for this league and helping out with the leadership, I've won the World Series once. So I mean, it's challenging. I think my team's been there at least 3 times, if not 4, and we've lost the other ones. So it's competitive, but we have like 5 or 6 openings right now. So there's an application at simsportsgaming.com, or you can join our Discord and you can find me there under Mike Lowe. And but yeah, other than that, guys, I appreciate you being here. Give the video a like if you watched it. If you watched all the way through, thanks. I know this is these long form videos aren't, it's what I like to do. It's to me, it's the beauty of baseball is just taking things slow. I'm not here for views. I'm not here for any of that stuff. So I don't mind just taking the time to chat with you all and connect. I'm not going to be doing like streaming every game like we've done before. That just gets to be too much. And but yeah, maybe once a week on the weekends or something. So, but yeah, shoot me a message. I'll keep an eye on that. You can find me at Twitter as well. Mike Lowe 47, I think is the handle there, or X, whatever it's called now. And but yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate you checking it out. Good to see some people. I'm gonna check the chat one last time, but otherwise, work on getting out of here. And then, like I said, we'll be back. Yeah, maybe either later this weekend or next weekend. So thanks for watching, guys.